Hi, this is a video to show you how to make the tin can flowers like you see behind me on the breeze block wall. We had this vine growing and I learned that it wasn't going to have any flowers on it, so I had made these a few years ago and I thought I would try to cover this wall with these flowers. And I did learn already that I'm going to have to move them a lot because the greenery grows over them, and so I need to have them really portable so I can push them, put them back on top. Anyway, you start with a can, just a regular aluminum can, any size. It's nice to have a lot of different sizes. And you just cut them in, you poke a hole with some scissors, and then you can cut them at any size you want with either plain scissors or the decorative kind. And you can buy a set of these at Michael's. Pretty inexpensive, and you get all these different kinds and cuts of scissors. It shows you on the side what the pattern is going to be. So there's another one. So anyway, this one I just cut it with one pair of these scissors, and so to made those two sides pretty equal. So the next thing you do is cut your petals. And this one I did obviously in using a slanted technique, and I just used straight scissors for this and just cut the pieces out as I wanted them. And then I used the bottom of another can to make this one. And this one you can see I used the fancy scissors to cut these petals. And so after I get them cut the way I want to, then I use acrylic paint, and this is what I have, but I'm sure any acrylic paint would work. And then just brushes that you don't mind acrylic paint being on. You know, it's water. You could wash it off with water, but you need to make sure you do it right after you paint or it ruins the brushes. Wear an apron so you don't get your clothes dirty. So I have a little palette here. And on the palette, I have my blobs of paint that I want to use. And if you're doing it outdoors, the paint dries really quickly, so you only want to put a little bit at a time unless you use some kind of extender with it to keep it moist longer. So with this one, I just decided to do red, pink, and white. And so it's all finished. So what I would do then is I would put this, well, actually, sorry, first, you'll need some way to attach it to the wall or wherever, the mailbox or wherever. We first saw these, my friend Inez and I did, at Gallery of the Sun in Tucson, Arizona. And they were beautiful. They were all over the entryway going in. And we were just struck by them. So we went back to our son and daughter-in-law's house and made some, and then I've been making them ever since with friends, and so they're a lot of fun to make. We've just kind of, as we go, kind of figure out different ways to do stuff, and I'm sure you can figure out better ways or more ways, and I think there's a lot of YouTube videos. So the way we did it for this particular wall is we didn't want to nail them on, obviously, because it needs to go over the greenery. So on the bottom layer, I've poked some holes in there and I'm sticking some string in there. And so the string is so I can tie it and untie it, because I'm going to have to move these. Our daughter-in-law made a bunch, Stephanie did, and she nailed them onto her mailbox post by her little library, and they were beautiful. And so she made hers more permanent, and you can do that if you don't need to have greenery growing over them. So now I've got the string stuck through there, through the holes in the bottom, and now I can glue this part on here. So I just use Gorilla Glue or Super Glue or whatever, and glue it on there. And then once that's done, I can put it on the wall behind me. And I'd like to fill in this whole wall eventually with these. And so if you want to come make some flowers with me, I would love that. I've been saving them, and I like to have all kinds of sizes. So this one will be fun because it's really tall. This one was that one was a really tall can that Van helped me out with. We asked him, we said, I wish someone would drink a big can of beer so I could have a big can to make a big flower out of. And he said, oh, do you have one? And we said, well, no, but we'll go get you one. So we ran up to the store and got him a big can of beer so he could, so we could make a flower out of his can. And he helped us out by drinking it. So anyway, I hope that helps. And I'm out on the patio making flowers if anybody wants to come by and make flowers. Talk to you later. Bye.